If your garden soil feels like dust in summer or turns to concrete after rain, you're not alone. Whether you're dealing with poor drainage, lifeless sand, stubborn clay, or just plain dead dirt, this video will change how you see soil forever. Because I've learned that fixing your soil doesn't have to be hard, and it certainly doesn't need chemical fertilizers or complicated systems. You just need 3 powerful, natural ingredients that work with nature, not against it. And best of all, it's the lazy way. No digging, no tilling, no stress, just results. The first ingredient is one I call the soil sponge. It's organic matter, specifically well-aged compost or leaf mold. This is the foundation of every healthy garden. Adding compost may sound obvious, but the trick is in how you apply it. Instead of mixing it deep into the soil, which takes time and effort, just layer it on top like mulch. That's right, let nature do the mixing for you. Earthworms, microbes, and rain will slowly integrate the compost into the soil profile over time. Think of it as a slow-release fertilizer, soil conditioner, and moisture retainer all in one. Leaf mold, which is simply decomposed leaves, is another lazy gardener's best friend. It retains up to 500% of its weight in water and improves soil texture almost instantly. Both of these are rich in humus, the magic compound that gives soil that dark, crumbly texture gardeners dream of. The second ingredient is biochar. Yes, charred wood, when done right, is one of the most powerful soil amendments out there. It's been used by indigenous farmers for thousands of years to create terra preta, or black earth in the Amazon rainforest. Soil so rich it's still fertile centuries later. So, biochar works kind of like a sponge for nutrients and beneficial microbes. When you add it to your soil, it doesn't actually feed your plants directly, but it creates this perfect long-term habitat for microbial life. And you know, the best part? Biochar doesn't break down like compost. It actually stays in your soil for decades, improving structure, holding on to water, and preventing nutrient leaching. For the best results, you'll want to charge your biochar first by soaking it in compost tea worm juice, or even diluted fish emulsion before you apply it. This step is really crucial. Raw biochar can actually pull nutrients from the soil if it's not charged, but once it's ready, it just supercharges the microbial network below the surface. The third ingredient is honestly my favorite lazy fix for compacted or barren soils, a living mulch of dynamic accumulator plants. Instead of fighting your soil with a shovel, just let roots do the work for you. Plants like comfrey, clover, and daikon radish send their roots deep into hard ground, breaking it up naturally. Their roots exude compounds that feed microbes and create pathways for air and water. Above ground, they shade the soil, reduce evaporation, and when chopped and dropped, they become their own mulch. Comfrey, in particular, mines minerals from deep in the subsoil and brings them to the surface through its leaves. That's free fertilizer with no extra work. Clover not only fixes nitrogen, but also acts as a gentle ground cover, protecting soil and outcompeting weeds. Planting a small patch of dynamic accumulators is like hiring a soil renovation team that works 24/7 without a paycheck. Now here's the magic. These 3 ingredients work together. Compost feeds the soil and retains moisture. Biochar holds nutrients and boosts microbial life. Dynamic plants structure the soil and add living mulch. Together, they create a self-sustaining, fertile ecosystem in your raised beds, pots, or backyard plots. And you don't have to do much beyond the initial application. No digging, no testing, no guessing pH levels. Just observe how nature responds. What's incredible is how quickly the changes happen. Within just a few weeks, you'll notice the soil darkening. It'll be retaining moisture for longer, and honestly, it'll become looser too. Earthworms will move in, and your plants will stand taller, look greener, and just be so much more resilient. And because you're building fertility from the ground up, the results only get better over time. The beauty of this lazy method is that you're not just feeding your plants, you're feeding your soil, and that's honestly the key to long-term garden success. So if you're tired of lifeless soil, constant watering, or plants that just won't thrive, try these 3 ingredients. Add a top layer of compost or leaf mold, sprinkle in some charged biochar, and surround your beds with dynamic accumulators. It's simple, natural, and most importantly, it works. Lazy gardening doesn't mean careless gardening. It means working smarter, not harder, and trusting the incredible systems already built into nature.